Hi friends, in this video we are going to learn how to use Autopilot to generate your project. This would be an interesting use case. For this, I will go to OneDrive, Microsoft OneDrive, and here we will create a file. So let's create a file, click on create Excel workbook, and I'm going to explain you what would be the use case. Let's name it as customer data, and then I would have three simple columns. One is name, and the other one is phone, and the third one is email. Let me try to expand all the three columns a little bit. In the names, let's write some random names. Let's say Rakesh, and then let's say Abhijit, and let's say David, and then let's say Jivit. And let's put some phone numbers. I'll put some random phone numbers. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is a 10-digit number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me put some wrong phone numbers. These are all wrong ones. I'll put a correct one. Okay, these are all 10-digit numbers. So if I ask you out of these which are the valid phone numbers, you would say this is the valid number 10 digit. This is also valid 10 digit number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's write some wrong some email address. Let's say test874u.com. Okay, and then Abhijit AK test874u. Okay, I'll write some random email IDs. David test for you .com let's come down and make it a .com. Okay, and then let's write Jivit Kumar JK test874u.com. So some wrong email address also I'm typing. So what this use case supposed to do? It's supposed to check if the phone numbers are valid or not. If it is valid, it should say, hey, your phone number is valid and your phone number is registered in a company portal. If it is invalid, it will say, hey, your phone number is incorrect, kindly resend your phone number. It will drop an email. This is the use case we will build using the autopilot. So for this, I am in the UiPath Studio. I will click on templates and then I'm going to click on get started. And here I'm going to select RPA workflow. In this one, I have to write in my own natural language, right? So here I will say build a workflow, right? Build a workflow which will create, which will read the Excel file from OneDrive and validate the phone number. The phone number should be of 10 digits. If use regex to validate the phone numbers. If the phone number is correct, drop an email to customer using the email field from the Excel file stating the registration of the phone number is done successfully. If not, drop an email saying invalid phone number, request the customer to resend the phone number. Okay, that's all. I have written in very plain language. All I will do, hit on generate. So let's wait. Okay, if you see, it has created a workflow. So you can validate the workflow, read the data from Excel, then iterate through each row data, right? Get the email from the current row, validate the data. So it has written a workflow for me automatically. So all I will do, hit on continue. Okay, so here it has used get the Excel file from OneDrive. And then it said read the data from Excel file in OneDrive. So if you see this here, this is one way. This is also a correct way. Get the file. What I will do, I would replace some of the activities. So for example, get the Excel file from OneDrive and then read the data from the Excel file into a data table. Okay, that's also fine. And then iterate through each row. Get the phone number and email from the current row. Okay, phone number, it will, okay. Get the email from the current row. Validate the phone number. Okay, it has got a regex. Check if the phone number is valid. Okay, this is also perfectly fine. So let's do one thing. Once this workflow is created, I'll click on connect to Microsoft OneDrive SharePoint. So let me hit on connect. Okay, this will automatically open. So I'm building a connection in my workspace. That's fine. And I'm going to hit on connect. It will ask to select my account. Let me select my account. Enter my password. All right. So you can see the connection has been built. So once the connection has been built, it will automatically will be able to find the files in my OneDrive. So here, when you get this kind of option, click on this button and click on file or folder picker. Select this option. Then you see a button. I'm going to click on this button. And here inside the OneDrive, I'll click on the OneDrive. And I created one file, right? Customer data. So it is there in my UiPath testing folder, customer data, and I'm going to hit on save. So what is happening? It is going to read the file. Now once it reads the file, it is going to keep the output here, Excel file. Simple. Okay. After that, read the data from Excel file into a data table. So here the Excel file is already written. Now which range I want to read? So again, what you do, click on the update ranges. Let me try another way. Let me first delete this get. Let's remove it. I'll tell you what to be done. So once I remove, so I'll be using this read data from Excel file into a data table. I'll use this activity, and then let's select the selection. So here I have built the selection. And then in the workbook, let's make it to file picker and select the Excel file. It is there in my OneDrive, UiPath testing and customer data, and I'm going to save it. Then let's select the range. Then it will show the range automatically. Range means what? The number of sheet it has got. Okay. So if I go back, so it has got a sheet 1, it is going to read it. It is pretty simple rather than using that previous activity. Okay. So it has selected. Now the next thing what we will do, show additional properties. Here the output is getting written in the Excel data variable. Remember this Excel data. Okay. This looks fine. Let's minimize. After that, this is a for each loop. It's looping through this Excel data. Okay. Current row. And here the very first thing it is doing, get the phone number and email from the current row. So here it is having a variable called phone number, current row phone number dot toString. That's perfect. Email address, it is reading the email address, current email address dot toString. That's also perfect. Validate the phone number using a regular expression. So here if you see, it has written the regular expression automatically. The autopilot has written it for me. Okay, it is going to validate this whether it's correct or not. After validating, it is going to store the result is phone number valid. Okay, after this validate activity, I see an activity. There is a if activity here. Condition is phone number valid. If it is true, if it is valid, then the phone number is valid. Send success email. Okay, so here let's select the connection. Let's build a connection with Microsoft Outlook. Okay, hit on connect. Select your account. It is pretty simple. I'll enter my password. Okay, it is connecting to Outlook email. Your connection is successful. All right. So now what it is doing, it is using the email address. Phone number registration successful. Dear customer, your phone number registration has been completed successfully. Thank you. Okay. A log message is writing a log message. That is also fine. Else email address invalid phone number. Dear customer, the phone number you provided is invalid. Please resend a valid 10-digit phone number. So you can see it has written everything for me in matter of minutes. My workflow is ready. All I have to do just debug and see whether it's working or not. So hit on save and debug. Okay, now you can see it is running successful. Read the data from Excel. It is trying to read the data. Okay, get the phone number and email from the current row. This has failed. Okay, so why it has failed? If you see, let me stop. So what is the reason of its failure? The reason of the failure is, if you see, the column says phone, not phone number. So Autopilot has written phone, if you see phone number, but actually it is phone. Okay, so I'll simply change this to phone. Perfect, and save it. And let's see all the columns. The next one is email, which is feels correct to me. Okay, let's run it now. Is reading the data from Excel. Okay, get the phone number. Okay, now it is working fine. Okay, it found it is an invalid phone number. Okay, ended. So you see it has completed its task. Now let's go back to our email just to see if the emails were sent or not. So I'll click here. I'll click on Outlook. Okay, now let's go to the sent items. Let's go to the drafts. So if you see why it has come to draft, I'll tell you. There is a small option here while sending email. So for example, here you are sending an email. Okay, save as draft true. Because of this, it is written in draft. If you make it to false, it will automatically send the email. So that's totally fine. Functional wise, if you see, it has started drafting the emails. Dear customer, the phone number you provided is invalid. Please resend the, okay, invalid. Dear customer provided invalid. Please resend the 10-digit phone number. Invalid. Please resend the. So it has done its job. Okay, it has done its job. So try this out on your own and see. You might have to do a bit of corrections here and there, but again, this is absolutely a useful feature which is converting your text to one workflow. This is a wonderful feature which will be pretty useful to build functions, to build your workflows, right? So end to end, if it is a very complex project, end to end building the workflow may not be ideal situation, because you yourself cannot write the entire prompt to build. So function, small functions you can build, right? And then later you can integrate them. All this you can try. Definitely this is a useful tool. Try it out and let me know how did you find Autopilot useful and what are your comments.